Good evening. I'm Heinrich, and tonight's simulation will be representative of a variety of themes, including how people react in different emergencies, death, and white noise. Various aspects of this film include extreme characterizations and overblown aspects. Some things in this film are extremely significant, while others are merely casual aspects. We hope you enjoy this film, or simulation, and thank you for listening to Heinrich's presentation.
Shut up, it doesn't matter.
It is not my life.
Why is he on the roof?
Heinrich? Something about the train yards. It was on the radio.
Well, shouldn't I get him down?
Why?
He could fall.
Don't tell him that.
Why not?
He thinks you underestimate him.
Well, I mean, he's on a ledge. There must be something I should be doing.
The more you show concern, the closer he'll go to the edge.
I know that, but I still have to go get him down.
Coax him back in. Be sensitive and caring. Get him to talk about himself. And don't make sudden movements.
What happened?
The radio said a tank car derailed, but I don't think it derailed from what I can see, and something punched a hole in it. There's a lot of smoke, and I don't like the looks of it.
What does it look like? Did you see the fire engines?
They're all over the place, but it looks to me like they're not getting too close. It must be pretty toxic or explosive or both.
It's not going to come this way.
How do you know?
It just won't. I mean, the point is that you shouldn't be standing on these icy ledges. It freaks Babette out.
You think if you tell me it worries her, I'll feel guilty and stop doing it. But if you tell me it worries you, I'll do it all the time.
Shut the window. What is it?
The radio is calling it a feathery plume, but it is not a feathery plume. Like a big growing thing. A dark black breathing thing. Why do they keep calling it a feathery plume?
Airtime is valuable. They don't have time for long, tortured descriptions. Have they said what kind of chemical it is?
Yes, it's niodine derivative, or niodine D. It was in a video we saw in school on toxic waste. The video had rats.
What does it cause?
Well, the video wasn't sure what it did to humans, but mainly it was rats growing urgent lumps.
That's what the movie said, but what does the radio say?
Well, at first, it was skin irritation and sweaty palms, but then they added nausea and vomiting and shortness of breath.
They won't come.
How do you know?
I just know. I mean, it's perfectly common still today, and at this time of the season, the wind comes from that way, not that way.
But what if it was, just this once?
It won't. Why should it?
They just closed part of the interstate.
They would want to do that, of course.
Why would they?
Well, they just would. I mean, it's a sensible precaution. It's a way to facilitate the movement of service vehicles and any such, and any number of reasons that have nothing to do with the wind or the wind direction.
The neighbors told me the smoke from the tank car was 35,000 gallons. People are saying to stay out of the area. There's a feathery plume hanging over the site. Also, the girls were complaining of sweaty palms.
There's been a correction. Tell them they got to be throwing up now.
Can you see the feathery plume from the window?
It's not a plume.
But will we have to leave our homes?
Of course not.
How do you know?
I just know.
Remember how we couldn't go to school?
Well, that was inside. This is outside.
They're using snowblowers to blow stuff onto the spill.
What kind of stuff?
I don't know, but it's supposed to make the spill harmless, which doesn't explain what they're doing about the actual plume.
They're using it to make it bigger. When do we eat?
I don't know, but if it gets any bigger, it'll get here with or without a wind.
It won't get here.
How do you know?
Because it won't.
Hello? Oh, really? Well, thank you for calling. Goodbye. That was the Stovers. They spoke directly with the weather center outside Glassboro. They're not calling it a feathery plume anymore.
What are they calling it?
A black billowing cloud.
That's a little bit more accurate, though, which means that they're coming to terms with it, which is good.
There's more. It's expected that some sort of air mass may be moving in from Canada.
There's always an air mass moving in from Canada.
That's true. There's certainly nothing new in that. And since Canada is to the north, if the billowing cloud is blown due south, it will miss us by a comfortable margin.
When do we eat?
Maybe we ought to be more concerned about the billowing cloud. It's because the kids, we keep saying nothing's going to happen. We don't want to scare them.
Nothing is going to happen.
I know nothing's going to happen. You know nothing's going to happen. But at some level, we ought to think about it just in case.